Good morning, students. In this class, we can see about biozoology chapter 12 environmental issues. In the last class, we have seen about pollution and air pollution in detail. Now, we can see about water pollution. See, what is water pollution? The alteration in physical, chemical, and biological characteristics of water which may cause harmful effect on humans and aquatic life is what we call as water pollution. Now, what are the main sources of water pollution? There are different types. Municipal waste may cause water pollution. Industrial waste may cause water pollution. Even agricultural waste also can cause water pollution. Then different source of water pollution are there of different types: point source, non-point source, and leaks and spills. What do you mean by point source? That is, in this diagram you can understand a point source is nothing but the source which is coming from a single point. Okay, say the definition like this: a point source is a discharge of pollutant at a specific location. Example, pipelines. You see the picture. See in this picture. Here this is polluting the water through these pipes. So such type of pollution is what you call as point. That is such type of source is what you call as point source. See, non-point source means bulk deposit. Bulk disposal of the waste into the water bodies. Okay, now leaks and spills. This actually occurring in ships. Leakage, oil spills from the ship will cause water leaks and spills. This type of water pollution. Okay, then what are the effects of water pollution? So water pollution will cause lot of side effects like that is what may cause diseases like typhoid, cholera, hepatitis, etc. And also it will disrupt the whole ecosystem. The whole ecosystem will be collapsed because of this water pollution. That's disposing unwanted things in the water. Okay, now next effect is eutrophication. What is eutrophication? See, the excess nutrients in the water. See, in the field and all, this rice field, example in the rice field and all, paddy field and all. See, we are adding lot of chemical fertilizers there. During the rainy season, heavy rainy season, what will happen means, this water may be taken to through the steam into the nearby lakes and ponds and all. So, this nutrient will go along with this water. So, this causing this the effect is the plants in the along the stream and also in the ponds and lakes will undergo overgrowth. So this is leading to the formation of algal blooming. What is algal blooming? See the picture. In the water bodies, the surface will be fully covered by this water plants. This because of the excess nutrients in the water that is causing the overgrowth of the plants. This will cover the whole water body. As a result of this, the dissolved oxygen content in the water decreases. So it will totally affect the aquatic life. So this coverage is what we call as algal blooming. Okay, and also it will affect the food chain also. Food chain, food chain example, producers, plants will prepare their own food by photosynthesis. That plants will be eaten by the consumers, animals. These things will be eaten by the human beings. So, if any contaminant is there, that will enter into the human body also through this food chain. So that is causing a lot of health issues for the human beings and also for the animals also. So that is what we call as biomagnification. Okay. Then what are the control measures of this water pollution? So the government is has taken a lot of steps to control this water pollution. Right to clean water is a fundamental right under Indian Constitution. The next one, Water Act of 1974 under section 17 to 40 prohibit the pollution of stream or well by the disposal of polluting water. The Central or State Pollution Control Board has also the power to advise the central and state government in the prevention and control of pollution of water. Then prevention, how can you prevent this water pollution? Control of pollutants discharge at the point of generation. see at the point of generation itself we can control the pollutant. See further what to do, we got to use very good very pure raw materials for the production of anything. So that will reduce the quantity of the waste generation. Then wastewater can be pre-treated by scientific methods. Lot of scientific methods are there for the treatment of the water. After proper treatment only we got to dispose the waste. That will prevent the water pollution. Then setting up of sewage treatment plant and also effluent treatment plant. These plants, setup will also control or prevent the water pollution. Then restrict the use of synthetic fertilizers and pesticides. See, synthetic fertilizers that is causing eutrophication and algal blooming and all. So you can restrict the usage of these things. Which one? The use of synthetic fertilizers or artificial or chemical fertilizers and pesticides, chemical pesticides. Then we can conduct public awareness programs. Awareness among the people, that will also prevent the water pollution. Okay, is it clear now? Now we can pass on to next topic. Next type of pollution, noise pollution. See, what is noise pollution? The unwanted, unpleasant or disagreeable sound that causes discomfort for all living beings is what we call as noise pollution. What are the main sources of noise pollution? You know very well. See, industrial noise, transport noise, neighborhood noise, all these things will cause what? Noise pollution. See these pictures. See, traffic is there. See, lot of vehicles, that is causing what? Noise pollution. And then these things from these pictures also you can understand. Okay, these are some of the proofs for this. Okay, now we can see what are the effects of noise pollution. See this picture. See this flow chart for the effects of noise pollution, that is causing irritation, and also it will cause a nervous disorder. It will increase the stress. There's heart patients and there's BP patients that will be greatly affected, that disturbed because of this noise pollution. Then sleep disturbance and increased blood pressure. So these are some of the effects of noise pollution. See, to control this noise pollution, see, beware of noise pollution, awareness, that is very, very important. Okay, then the best way of controlling this noise pollution is planting more trees in and around the noise sources, because trees are the good absorber of noise and toxic gases. Okay, that will also control the noise pollution to some extent. Okay, then regular servicing and tuning of automobile engines. See, if the engines are in good condition, that will reduce this noise. Okay, in that way also we can reduce the noise pollution. Then workers to be provided with the earplugs. Okay, the lubrication of machinery. Machine should be lubricated. Still some lubricant should be added. Otherwise, it will cause friction. Because of this friction, it will cause noise. Okay, then regulation should be imposed to restrict the usage of loudspeakers. So you can avoid the usage of loudspeakers. So by these are some of the ways of controlling the noise pollution. Okay, then next we can pass on to next topic, agrochemicals. What are agrochemicals? Chemicals which are used in agriculture for the growth of plants and pest control are called as agrochemicals or agri-chemicals. It is also called as agri-chemicals because it is used mainly for agriculture. See, overuse of it can cause nutrient imbalance. Overuse of this agrochemical will cause nutrient imbalance. It may kill beneficial bacteria and soil organisms, can cause eutrophication in water bodies. Already we can see eutrophication. Okay, it can affect aquatic animals and their productivity. Pesticide containing water, even in trace quantities, is unfit for human consumption. It may cause air pollution, can cause respiratory problem, breathing problem, can cause skin rashes and irritation of eyes. It is also found to be carcinogenic. They can trigger hormonal disorder and neurotoxicity. These are some of the effects of using agrochemicals. Okay, now we can pass on next topic, biomagnification. Already told you what is biomagnification. Now we can see once again here, when non-degradable substances enter the food chain, that they do not get metabolized or broken down or damaged or expelled. Instead of that, they get transferred up the trophic levels of the food chain. During this process, they show an increase in the concentration, which is referred as biomagnification. That is, it is affecting the health. It will enter the human body, causing health issues. Best examples of the chemicals which are showing biomagnification is mercury and DDT. DDT. Okay, this is here you can see in the picture how the food chain will be affected. This food chain. Okay, now we can pass on to next topic. This also already we have seen eutrophication. What is eutrophication? Already told you. When runoff from land containing nutrients reaches water bodies like lakes, it results in dense growth of plant life. This phenomenon is called as eutrophication. What are the different stages of eutrophication? See this picture, you can understand what are the stages are of eutrophication. Oligotrophic stage, the mesotrophic stage, and eutrophic